Hey guys, here's a quick tip. It's very important that the property lines show up in exactly the same spot as you flip from page to page. This makes reading the plans more intuitive and easier for the contractor. I want to show you this example here. This one I think is that an 80 scale? Oop, sorry about that. This one, it was a 60 scale. We can see part of the property. Flip over here, we're at an 80 scale, we can see the whole thing. Here we're at a 40 scale, we can only see the bottom part. Then it pans up a little bit. This is not what we want for our plans, where everything is shifting around and different views. Here's an example of what we'd like to see. We flip from page to page and you can see the building stays in exactly the same position. The property lines stay in the exact same position. So that's what we want, and I'm going to show you how to achieve that here. We have a command called VP match, and when you do VP match, it's going to set every viewport on that same layer to match the width and the height and the scale. And so it's important that the viewport sizes go edge to edge and top to bottom, because the way that the command functions is it takes the center point of whatever the viewport area is, and it locates that at a certain space and model space, and then it does a certain zoom. So if we move this side over, the center is going to be over here, and so it's going to be in a different location. So in this example, we've got like the north side of a plan. You can see that the property line goes off the page there. Let's go to a different plan. Here the north is on the plan. This one, the north is on the plan. So you can see it's kind of moving around a bit. And in this particular scenario, our viewport commands, we have just a few viewports here. And right here, we have viewport regular and viewport 2. You can make as many of these viewport layers as you want, and every viewport that has a different view or a different scale should have its own viewport layer. So I've taken this same project and just remapped it. And so on this one, you can see where the viewports go. Right there, we have quite a few of them now. I did a big when I'm showing north and south. I've got a north, a south, have one for the lot table, and then one for each of these. These are profile sheets, and so they're looking at a different place in model space where the profiles are. So we have one for each of these different things. Now when you run VP match, it's going to match all of the north and south together to make them all exactly the same. It's going to log all of the norths and make them exactly the same. I think when I set this up and then I made sure the viewports were on these new layers, and then I ran VP match. And I think there was 8 viewports on the north set layer and 8 viewports on the south layer, and a lesser number on the big, and then each of these only had 1. But now when we click from sheet to sheet, this viewport is going to be in that exact same spot every time. And that's really important. There's the south. There's the north. That's really important as you're flipping. So make sure that when you're setting up your sheets, each viewport size or location has its own layer, and then make sure they're all matched so they're the exact same location, exact same scale, and when you flip sheet to sheet, they show up in exactly the same spot. And that's it.